Gold, power, legacy. Few individuals in history have embodied all three like Mansa Musa, the ruler of the Mali Empire in the 14th century. At a time when Europe was still struggling through the Middle Ages, West Africa was home to one of the richest and most powerful empires the world had ever seen, and at its center was a man whose wealth became legendary. Mansa Musa ruled the Mali Empire from around 1312 to 1337. Under his leadership, Mali expanded and thrived, controlling major trade routes across the Sahara Desert. These routes were filled with valuable goods, especially gold and salt. Gold in particular made Mali incredibly wealthy, and Musa controlled a large portion of the world's supply at the time. But Mansa Musa did not just want power, he wanted recognition. In 1324, he set out on a journey that would make him famous across continents, a pilgrimage, or Hajj, to the holy city of Mecca. This was no ordinary journey. Musa traveled with a massive caravan that reportedly included tens of thousands of people, along with camels carrying enormous amounts of gold. As he traveled through cities like Cairo, Mansa Musa gave away gold freely. He donated to the poor, funded mosques, and distributed wealth on a scale never seen before. But his generosity had unintended consequences. So much gold entered local economies that its value dropped, causing inflation that lasted for years. Yet the impact of his journey went far beyond economics. Mansa Musa placed the Mali Empire on the global map. European mapmakers began including Mali on their maps, often showing Musa holding a large piece of gold. For many outside of Africa, this was their first introduction to the region's wealth and influence. Mansa Musa also invested heavily in education and culture. He brought scholars, architects, and artists back to Mali, helping to transform cities like Timbuktu into major centers of learning. The famous Sankore University became a hub for knowledge, attracting students from across the Islamic world. Despite his immense wealth, Mansa Musa's legacy is not just about gold. It is about influence, connection, and growth. His story reminds us that powerful civilizations existed beyond Europe and shaped the world in lasting ways. This is the story of Mansa Musa, a ruler whose wealth shook economies, whose journey captured attention, and whose legacy still echoes through history today.